Hey guys, so we're going to talk a little bit about additional foods to help lower your stress levels at home. And for the record, this is, I guess, yeah, I would say my number one favorite food, broccoli. I know, I'm one of those kids. I'm sorry. It's delicious. And there are so many amazing benefits that come with broccoli that it would be a crime not to introduce you to it. Plus, California, hi, we are the capital of broccoli. We produce most of the broccoli that is distributed throughout the entire United States of America. You're welcome. Broccoli is amazing. And if your kids don't believe me, roast them. Not the kids, the broccoli. Roast the broccoli. I promise it'll be a game changer for you at home if you can't get your kids to eat it. If your kids are super picky, I sprinkle like Parmesan cheese on it for the kids. And I mean, let's be honest, really all you need is butter or vegan butter and some lemon. Oh, some garlic, some salt. That's what's happening for lunch now, do you see? But broccoli is so packed full of nutrients. It's actually one of those foods that's going to help actually naturally balance out your hormone levels. So, for those of you who aren't aware, cortisol is typically the number one hormone at play when your stress levels are kind of going all wonky. It is that fight or flight response, and it's typically referred to as the stress hormone, even though there's like a lovely laundry list of additional hormones in play. Stress tends to originate from cortisol levels being astray. And broccoli is one of those things that's going to help naturally balance you out because it's really high in fiber, it's high in nutrients, it's actually crazy high in protein for those of you who are my vegan friends and who have those people constantly chiming in saying, "Where's your protein?" Spoiler alert, broccoli and spinach are 9 grams of protein per serving. So there's protein in vegetables, I assure you. You don't have to have every protein in your repertoire be animal based. I typically do more plant than meat or animal because it's better for your body overall. And I try to take my body into account. And if it's telling me I don't like dairy, I'm not going to eat dairy because it kind of calls the shots. I'm not going to lie. At this point, I tried the other way and it did not work out. So you should totally listen to your body. And for some of you, you may find that you prefer meat. That's fine. You do you. Just make sure that you are, keeping a balance. That's super important. And you want to make sure that your body is getting the materials it desperately needs. So yes, protein is one of those materials that your body needs. If if we were using an example, I mean, let's talk about houses. Houses use an obscene amount of wood, whether it's from framing or actually decorating casings on windows and doors, cabinets. I mean, there's a lot of wood in your house. That's surface wood right there. We're not talking about like for the framing, for the walls, for the roof, you name it, the floors. There's a lot of wood in your house. Wood is one of those things that I would equate towards like protein because it's going to be one of those building blocks for giving your body the structure that it actually needs. While there are, I believe, 20, 22 different proteins, or is it 20? Might be mixing um, the amino acids. But the point is, there are several different proteins that your body actually needs. And if you give it one that doesn't actually fit a keyhole that it's looking for, it'll break it down to the best of its ability to kind of pick that lock with a makeshift key. So you'll notice that when your body is forced to do that, stuff kind of gets a little bit funky as far as your overall appearance. And you'll notice like different things pop out. For example, one of the things I use as far as kind of telling people like, "Ooh, your body's trying to talk to you," is your tongue. Your tongue has such a big story to tell you, and most people don't realize it. And your nails, your hair, your skin, those are all your eyes too. All those areas are like your body's way of saying, hey, we have a problem. Shh, this is a problem. It's over here. And if you keep ignoring it, it's going to keep popping up signs and symptoms. And basically, it gets louder until you come over and go, okay, what is it? And if you don't address that problem, it will start shutting systems down. And that's kind of reaching a point of critical where your body is just, it's had enough and it's tapping out. So you really want to find those ways to like identify those issues, like those little warning signs beforehand, so that you can actually use them as a bread trail to figure out what's really going on and what your body really wants and needs. And once you have those building materials, you can avoid having that crash system later. And don't worry, because I know some of you are like, well, I would like to know how to do all that. I'm going to put in a bunch of videos to show you guys how to kind of like monitor yourselves and how to interpret your body's kind of response systems and all that. And until then, because I don't want to get this too long, until then, I hope you guys are just staying safe and healthy and happy. If you have anything that's going on that you're like, ooh, I don't know if this might be one of those warning signs, send me a message and I will get back to you guys as far as whether or not it's something you should be concerned about, if it's something you should talk to your primary care physician about. I'm always down to talk to you guys. So if it takes a day or two, don't worry. It's just there's a lot of people talking. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that I promise I'll get to you. It just might take a minute. And if you want more information, you can always check out my website at AskDrD.com, where you'll find a bunch of additional blogs and a bunch of additional content. And I'm going to leave a link to a stress reducing blog below. So talk to you soon. Bye.